it like rocket fuel.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Hey, foreign cars, foreign.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go deep, tight.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really won.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down without throw.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Michael set. 19. I got one.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And it's third down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this one's high, but not very far. Here's Dorsett. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wait, that 380. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Wall. Get wall. Check 31. Check 31.
Brady gives this to White. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Shotgun now for Brady. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Watson looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. Third down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Reset. UAT. Check my 21. And I'm go. Watch QB drop. And I'm go.
At After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jamie Collins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. To throw, it's Brady. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Brady now on first down. Complete to Dorsett. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Brady. Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. I can score.
Let him know, let him know.
I can score.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Go 58's the money.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Finding Green complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Virgil Green. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It's going to be a long day. Regular.
Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And it's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 7, Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, New England.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Sugar. Watch the backer. 72.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Throwing on second and long. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
72. Sugar.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. We got to get to the ball. Let's get moving. 56 to Mike.
Check it, reload.
From the gun, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On second and 9, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
First down, here's White. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second and 2, Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. That's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Back now in Houston, a lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, watch 28. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. That's the story of the game. They've been